Hey viewers, welcome to African Tales by Afi. Please kindly click the subscribe button to get notified for more amazing stories. The clouds rolled across the sky like angry drummers preparing for a wild festival. The people of Uche town rushed to close their shop windows and hurried their children indoors. Thunder cracked like a loud whip, and the first drops of rain began to fall. Amara, dressed in a smart red gown and high heels, tapped her car key in frustration. Her car, a shiny black one that usually purred like a cat, had now gone silent. She twisted the key again. Click. Click. Nothing. Oh no, Amara muttered, looking around. She was stranded under the darkening clouds, and her phone had no signal. This can't be happening now. Not today. The rain came down harder, splashing on the road and drenching everything. Amara's mascara was running, her dress was soaked, and her heels were sinking into the muddy roadside. She sighed loudly, slamming her palm on the steering wheel. Just then, someone knocked on her window. Amara jumped. It was a man. He looked ragged and tired. His shirt was torn at the shoulder, and his shoes looked like they had walked across 1,000 miles. He held a broken umbrella over his head. His eyes, though tired, were kind. "Excuse me, madam," the man said. "I saw you having trouble. May I help you?" Amara hesitated. Her parents had warned her never to talk to strangers, especially not scruffy-looking ones in the rain. But something about this man's voice made her feel safe. I don't know what's wrong with it," she replied, rolling down the window slightly. It just stopped. "I'm Ikenna," he said. "I used to fix cars before things went bad." Amara looked at him more closely. He was soaked to the bone, shivering slightly, but his hands were strong and steady. She opened the door and stepped out. "Okay, Ikenna. But be careful. If you can fix it, I'll be very grateful." Ikenna nodded. "Let's see what we're working with." He opened the car's bonnet and leaned in. Rain dripped from his elbows as he twisted a few wires, checked the battery, and wiped mud from a connector. "This fuse is soaked. You need a dry cloth," he muttered, mostly to himself. Amara quickly handed him her scarf. "Thank you, madam," he said, dabbing carefully. "Now try it." Amara climbed in and turned the key. Vroom! The engine roared to life. She gasped. "You fixed it. Just like that?" Ikenna smiled, revealing teeth that hadn't seen a dentist in years. "Just like that." "Wait," she said, reaching into her purse. "Let me pay you." But Ikenna raised his hand. "No, madam. I didn't help you for money. I helped because I would want someone to help me too." Amara was quiet for a moment. Her rich world was full of people who only did things for gain. Yet here was this soaked, shivering man, helping with no promise of reward. "You're not going to take anything?" she asked softly. Ikenna shrugged. "I haven't eaten today. But I didn't help you for food either." Something tugged at Amara's heart. "Where do you stay, Ikenna?" He looked away. "Anywhere the rain doesn't reach me. Sometimes under the old bridge." A lump rose in Amara's throat. She took a deep breath. "Get in the car. I'm taking you somewhere dry." Ikenna's eyes widened. "But I'm dirty, madam. I'll ruin your seats." "I don't care about the seats," she said firmly. "I care about you." The rain continued to fall, but inside Amara's car, something warm had started to grow, a connection. As they drove away, the townspeople peeked from their windows, whispering to one another. Some frowned, others smiled. But Amara didn't care. She had found something rare, kindness in a torn shirt and muddy shoes. Amara drove slowly through the wet streets of Uche town. The wipers swished back and forth, clearing the rain off the windshield, but inside the car, a silence had settled, thick and thoughtful. Ikenna sat quietly in the passenger seat, his hands resting on his knees. He looked out of the window, avoiding Amara's eyes. He was not used to sitting in cars like this. The seat was soft, the air smelled of vanilla, and the dashboard sparkled like a mirror. Amara cleared her throat. "You're very quiet, Ikenna." He gave a small smile. "I don't have much to say, madam. I'm not used to riding in cars anymore." "You don't have to call me madam. Just Amara is fine," she said gently. "Ikenna, do you have any family?" He turned his head slightly. His eyes were far away now, like he was staring at something deep inside his heart. "I had a family. A wife. A little girl," he said in a low voice. "What happened?" Amara asked softly. Ikenna paused for a moment, then sighed. "I used to work in a car workshop near ABA Street. I was the best at fixing engines. People used to call me Engine Doctor," he said with a slight chuckle. Amara smiled. "I believe that. One rainy night, just like today," he continued, "I closed the shop late. There had been a robbery. When I got home, the door was wide open. The place was upside down. My wife, Adiz, and our daughter, Zena, they were gone." Amara gasped. "Gone?" He nodded. "The police said it was a gang. They took many families that week. They never found them." Amara's heart broke. She blinked back tears. That's horrible. After that, everything went down. I lost the workshop. I had no home. No reason to smile. I walked the streets, day after day, just trying to survive." Silence returned for a moment. The only sound was the rain tapping gently on the roof. "I'm so sorry, Ikenna," Amara whispered. "No one deserves that." He gave her a small nod. "But helping you today, it felt like I was useful again. Like the Engine Doctor was alive for a moment." Amara turned into a quiet street and parked in front of a tall gate. "This is my house." Ikenna looked at the house. It was big, with bright lights and flower pots on the steps. "Amara, I don't belong in a place like this." "Yes, you do," she replied firmly. "You helped me. Now let me help you." She led him inside. The guards looked surprised but said nothing. Inside, the house smelled of fresh bread and warm soup. Ikenna looked around nervously, afraid to step on the clean tiles. "You're safe here," Amara said. "Come, sit. I'll get you something dry to wear." She disappeared into a room and came back with a towel, clean clothes, and slippers. "Here," she said. "These belong to my brother. He won't mind." Ikenna hesitated. "Amara, I don't know how to thank you." "Just take a warm bath and eat something," she said with a smile. "That's all the thanks I need." Later that evening, they sat at the dining table. Ikenna took small bites of the hot yam porridge in front of him, as if he was afraid it might disappear. Amara watched him. "Ikenna, I've lived in this house all my life. I have everything, cars, clothes, even servants. But I don't think I've ever met anyone as strong as you." He looked up, surprised. "Strong? Me?" "Yes. You lost so much, but you still found a way to help someone else in the rain." They both sat in silence for a while. Then Amara stood. From now on, I want you to stay here. Clean room, warm bed, 3 meals. Maybe you could help me fix some old things in the garage? Ikena's eyes widened. You want me to work here? If you want to. No pressure. But I believe you still have so much to give. For the first time in many years, Ikena felt something stir in his chest. It wasn't pain or sadness. It was hope. That night, while the rain continued to fall outside, Ikena lay on a soft mattress under a thick blanket. He stared at the ceiling, smiled quietly, and whispered, "Thank you, Amara." And somewhere in the big house, Amara sat by her window, watching the rain. She didn't know it yet, but that rainy night had changed both of their lives forever. The sun rose gently over Uche town the next morning, its soft golden rays chasing away the gloom of the previous night's storm. Birds chirped excitedly in the mango trees, and the streets sparkled with puddles reflecting the light. In Amara's house, the mood was just as bright. Ikena stood in the garden, sweeping leaves into a neat pile. He wore clean clothes, and his beard was trimmed slightly, thanks to a shave Amara had arranged for him. He looked like a new man, or perhaps the man he had once been, long before the pain swallowed him. "Morning, Ikena," Amara called from the veranda, holding 2 mugs of tea. "You're up so early." "Good morning, Amara," he said with a bow of his head. "Old habits, I guess. I used to start my days at 5 a.m. when I still had the workshop." She smiled and handed him a mug. "Then today, you deserve to rest." Ikena took the tea with both hands. "Thank you, for everything." "You keep thanking me like I gave you a kingdom," she teased. "It was just a warm bed and food." "It is a kingdom to someone who had nothing," Ikena replied quietly. They sipped their tea in silence, enjoying the morning breeze. But peace doesn't last long in a town like Uche, where every whisper grows wings. At the town square later that day, Mama Ajaik, the local gossip queen, was already wagging her tongue like a tired fan. "Have you people heard?" she said, leaning across her basin of tomatoes. "Rich girl Amara is housing a roadside beggar." "You don't mean it," gasped Papa Chibu, the old barber. "She picked him up in the rain like a lost dog. Now he's living in her big house." "Are they in love?" another woman asked, eyes wide with excitement. "Maybe," Mama Ajaik declared. "These are strange days." Word spread like fire in dry grass. Back at Amara's house, her aunt, Auntie Chioma, stormed in through the front door without knocking. "Amara," she called. "Where is this man I keep hearing about?" Amara, who had just finished preparing lunch, raised her eyebrow. "Auntie Chioma, good afternoon. Would you like some yam porridge?" "Don't try to distract me with food," her aunt snapped. "What is this I hear about a strange man living here?" Ikena stepped out from the kitchen, holding a tray. "Good afternoon, Ma." Auntie Chioma stared at him from head to toe. "So it's true? Amara, have you lost your mind?" "Auntie," Amara said gently, "Ikena helped me when I was stranded in the rain. He asked for nothing. Not food. Not money. Nothing. That does not mean you should bring him into your home. What if he's dangerous? What will people say?" "I don't live my life to please people," Amara said firmly. "I know a good heart when I see one." "But what if he tricks you?" her aunt insisted. "Rich girls like you are easy targets." "Auntie Chioma," Ikena said quietly, "I understand your worry. You're trying to protect your niece. But I would never harm Amara. Not now. Not ever." There was something so sincere in his voice that Auntie Chioma's mouth hung open slightly. She blinked. "I'm only asking you to trust me," Amara said. "Just for a while." Auntie Chioma huffed. "Humph. You're as stubborn as your mother. She once took in a hungry goat and turned it into a pet." She turned to Ikena and pointed a finger. "I'll be watching you." One wrong move, and I'll drag you out by your ears. Ikenna smiled. Fair enough, Ma. Later that evening, Amara sat with her housekeeper, Ngozi. Madam, are you sure about all this? Ngozi asked. People are talking. I know, Amara sighed. But I won't let people's noise stop me from doing what's right. Ikenna is quiet, polite, and hardworking, Ngozi admitted. I think, maybe God sent him. Amara looked out the window. Ikenna was fixing the old bicycle by the gate for one of the guards. The sun lit his face, and for a moment, he looked like someone pulled out of a storybook, a humble hero in disguise. Maybe, just maybe, something special was beginning. Not just kindness. Not just friendship. But something deeper. And though the town buzzed with rumors, Amara's heart was still. Because deep down, she knew storms may bring trouble, but they also wash the ground clean. Hello tribe, hope we enjoyed today's story. Please kindly put what you've learned in the comments section. Please remember to hit the like button, share this to your friends and family as well as subscribe to see you on the next one. Bye.